Oh man, the devs just dropped another nuke on us. I was just about to go to sleep, and then something told me to refresh the Netmarble Tower of God New World forum. I refreshed it, and it seems like we have a dev note 14.5. So this dev note, I'm pretty sure they're going to give us information on TRAUMEREI. His banner, is it going to be like they're pretty much going to give details on, the rates, the non-stop summon event, a lot of things going on. So I'm excited, but at the same time, I was not expecting them to drop this info this early. I was waiting for them to drop it in their live stream on Friday, but it seems like they're going to give us some more information. So let's go ahead and see what they have in this dev note. So it says, first, we would like to apologize for the delay in releasing dev note number 13. The delay occurred as we aim to include as much information as possible regarding the development progress, and there were additional matters that required further review. All of our development operations staff place great importance on communicating with our regulars, and we reaffirm our commitment to carefully review and sincerely respond to the feedback you have provided us. We decided to write Developers Note 14.5 in order to address concerns raised after the previous Developers Note and to further communicate with our regulars with the revised 14.5 Developers Note. Further details will be addressed during the live broadcast on September 23rd. So, wait a minute, we're not going to have a live broadcast this Friday. It's actually on the 23rd, which is, if I check the calendar real quick, the 23rd is on a Monday. So the live stream is not on Friday anymore. It's going to be on Monday. Okay, so disregard what I just said about the live stream being on Friday. It's going to be on Monday. So regarding family head Lopobia TRAUMEREI's appearance, much of the feedback we received was centered around the introduction of the head of the Lopobia family, TRAUMEREI, the first of the 10 family heads to be added. Many were concerned about a separate grade symbolizing the 10 family heads, a separate special summon, and excited for the family head Advent non-stop SR plus limit break summon. So hopefully this is good news. As mentioned previously, we decided to introduce a new label concept that symbolizes the 10 family heads in order to create distinguished teammates worthy of their stature. We believe that much of the concerns stem from whether such powerful characters will be released on a regular basis going forwards. However, since there are still relatively few characters in the original work that can be made into playable characters among the 10 family heads, the number of characters we can present is inevitably very limited. Therefore, we plan to proceed by featuring them during special seasons, such as anniversaries or festive events when a breath of fresh air is needed. Therefore, no additional family heads aside from TRAUMEREI will appear this year. White, whose release we announced during the first anniversary live broadcast, will be added as a SSR Plus grade character. So for all the people who are wondering if White is going to be, a different rarity or SR Plus, he is going to be an SSR Plus unit. I knew this was going to happen because White, I'm pretty sure White is not a family head. I might be wrong here, but I don't think White is a family head unit. So therefore, he's not going to have his own, family head rarity. So therefore, he's still going to be SSR plus. Meanwhile, TRAUMEREI, he is family head, so therefore he is going to have his own rarity, his own exclusive family head rarity. Additionally, collaboration characters that do not appear in the original artwork will only be introduced as SSR or SSR plus grade characters. So if you guys are wondering if collab units, if they're going to have the exclusive rarity as well, they're not going to have other rarities besides SSR and SSR plus. So I mean, overall, what they pretty much said here is that they're not going to release family head characters back to back. It's going to be very, like, the gap between releases for family head units is going to be really huge. So they said for this year, it's going to be TRAUMEREI. So next year is probably going to be another family head character. And then the year after that, another family head unit, because they're pretty much saying that they said right here, the number of characters we can present is inevitably very limited. So therefore, it's really hard for them to introduce family head characters when I'm pretty sure the webtoon is still ongoing and there are some characters who are still not introduced. So therefore, they can't really, release these characters yet, which is really understandable. So man, we have TRAUMEREI, So as you guys can see, this is what his art looks like. He has the secret lobby, and this is his animation. Man, this looks sick. This looks really dope. Regarding how to acquire the 10 family heads, we are preparing a special summoning system aligned with the appearance of each family head in order to offer a new experience. At the same time, we plan to allow the use of existing resources such as Suspendium or black market tickets in order to maintain accessibility. So you mean to tell me that we can use black market tickets to summon for TRAUMEREI? And of course Suspendium, but it says Suspendium or black market tickets. Let's continue. In addition, we will be reconfiguring the well-received non-stop SSR Plus limit break event from the first anniversary so that you can select up to Kaiser in order to celebrate the addition of the new family head, providing an opportunity for players to prepare powerful SSR Plus teammates as well. The tickets required for the upcoming non-stop SR Plus teammate summit can be acquired starting from the Eve celebration period before the update and will be made available so that sufficient amount can be acquired from regular gameplay, so don't miss out. So it is confirmed that they are going to give us more SSR Plus non-stop summit tickets, which is great news because I was worried that they weren't going to give us any, SR Plus non-stop summit tickets. We had to purchase it, but they are going to give it to us. They are going to give us the tickets through events, which is really dope. This is probably the event right here. So this is what the SR Plus non-stop limit break summon looks like, and the pity is still 300. I'm pretty sure the pity, it says 30 summons, so yeah, the pity is still the same. So hopefully, the rates are better, but it seems like the rates are still going to be the same. It just really depends on how much they give us. We are also preparing improvements regarding the acquisition and use of SSR teammates, which many of our regulars have requested. We will be providing guidance on the direction of these improvements step by step through developers' notes. Now it says a reflection on Giga Boss Battle Season 1. So it says, we would like to thank you for the various feedback regarding the Giga Boss Battle event that we first launched at the end of August. The event was designed to allow all regulars to work together to achieve a common score through a global mission, as well as to enjoy cooperation among members of the same server and competition with players from other servers through accumulated points. Throughout the process, we discovered many areas that required improvement, which we will work on so that we can present to you through Season 2. First, the total cumulative damage count from our regulars was much higher than we anticipated, and the global mission was cleared within a day, leading to a somewhat anticlimactic conclusion. While it was indeed intended for the mission to be cleared by just participating, the significant difference in the final achievement time cannot be denied. Based on the results from Season 1, we will make adjustments to create a more challenging and engaging experience in Season 2. This is good because, if I'm being honest, the Giga Boss Battle event wasn't really that fun. Like, it was just like another event where you just log in to the game, participate in the event, get your rewards, and just auto battle it, and that's it. That's literally what I did. Once I got my rewards, I just auto battle, and I didn't even care about the boss battle event. So I mean, we do have Season 2 coming soon, so they're gonna make some changes. So it is what it is. But I will say, for Season 1, I didn't really enjoy the event personally. Me personally, I didn't enjoy it at all. Next, the polarization due to different server creation times has made it difficult for later servers to feel engaged in a competition. In order to address this, we will group servers by their creation times in the next season, similar to the high ranker season groups, and reduce the competition pool within these group servers. We hope that this will enhance the enjoyment of realistic battles and cooperation. Additionally, while there were common rewards based on server rankings, many of you expressed disappointment that there was no differentiation, my apologies, in detailed rankings within each server, with rewards focused mainly on the top player. The small difference in common server rewards and the lack of additional rewards based on contribution meant that overall motivation to enjoy the event was lacking. This is one of the major shortcomings that we acknowledge. We will comprehensively improve the above points in order to present the next Giga Boss battle in a mode that feels more challenging and engaging. So they're pretty much, making improvements for the Giga Boss battle, which is really nice. So we continue on to the next part. inquiries about the second half of the year roadmap. So it says, many of you also inquired about season 2 of the Champions Fight League, which was scheduled for September, in the roadmap for the second half of the year, shown during our first anniversary broadcast. Please note that the distribution of content is continually adjusted with each update. We apologize for any inconvenience caused by deviations from the initial plan. Unlike the roadmap, we have invested more in creating PvE content such as Adventure and Child of Chaos Origin, allowing us to deliver such content more quickly. Content that was suggested to us has also led to adjustments in the schedule. For example, the most recent update included Revolution Room Season 2, which was not originally a part of September's roadmap. In conclusion, Season 2 of the Champions Fight League has been rescheduled to the end of October in order to address shortcomings of Season 1, and a new PvE mode will also be introduced in early October. While we plan on an annual, quarterly, and monthly basis, there will inevitably be adjustments based on the results of each update. We appreciate your understanding in this regard, as these changes are aimed at providing a more enjoyable gaming experience. We will make sure to mention such changes in the developers' notes that are posted each month. Thank you once again to all our regulars. Okay, this is them just saying thank you, and that's it. So we continue. Suggestions. We received many suggestions during September as well. We would like to provide separate responses regarding content that was not mentioned in the major categories mentioned previously. So next thing we have here is speed and skill automatic activation upon auto progress. So it says, we have received feedback regarding inconveniences regarding activating auto progress after manually playing within boss battles and more, such as needing to cancel and re-enable auto progress due to the previous state being maintained. As mentioned, the intention of auto progress is to quickly repeat optimized battles, so we will make improvements by ensuring that auto progress activation includes the fastest speed and automatic skill used together. We will also review the ability to re-enable auto progress during battle. Pretty nice. So this right here is speed and skill automatic activation upon auto progress. Really dope. Review difficulties for story mode specific Trial of Origin stages. So it says, we received feedback regarding the high difficulty in certain sections of story mode in which victory is required, but the hurdle is too steep. The intention of story mode is not to impose significant combat barriers, but to continue the story flow. So we will review these and aim to reduce the difficulty in the next update. So they're planning on nerfing some of the stages in adventure mode, story mode, pretty much. Wait, it's saying the intention of story mode. They're not saying adventure mode. So is this in the story? I mean, honestly, it's like story mode is very easy. Like if you're struggling with story mode, I don't know, but I have no problems with story mode. Like story mode is perfectly fine. So I don't really know the issue here, to be honest. Like it's really easy to defeat enemies, but they're probably talking about adventure mode. I'm pretty sure they're talking about story mode, like the actual story. Like you fight against certain enemies in the story in order for you to progress. I don't know, but if this is a story mode, then there's literally no problem with story mode. It's literally easy, but I don't know. Additionally, we have also received feedback about the high difficulty of the green element stage on the 885th floor. We have confirmed the report. There is indeed a significant gap between this floor and higher floors, making it a challenging section. We will also work on reducing the difficulty in the next update. So they are nerfing of floor 885. It's very interesting. So I'm not there yet, so I don't have anything to say, but it seems like a lot of people, they've been complaining about this stage. So good news, they are nerfing it. Next, we have relaxing the auto progress mode used in early stages of the game. It says, in the most recent update, we introduced the stage jump feature in order to allow players who find the early stages relatively easy to quickly skip ahead. This should make reaching the auto progress section faster, my apologies, with just a few battles. If further adjustments are needed after the update, we will make sure to work on additional improvements to speed up the process. The next thing we have is development of content using the story map. So it says, we are mindful that due to the nature of the genre, Continuously moving through the story map and being forced to play for specific rewards can also be stressful. However, we will consider development content that uses the story map as a field to provide enjoyment to those who prefer this type of experience. Then next we have inquiries regarding Shinto Link level expansion. So it says the Shinsu Link level cap was expanded to 1,100 in the update on the 11th. However, continuously increasing the limit is not our goal, and we are preparing a system overhaul aimed at providing a graduation concept by the end of the year. Additionally, to support late game growth, we have also expanded loot rewards starting from floor 106. So they are planning on implementing a new system that's going to pretty much allow you to, how can I say this? It's going to allow you to still love, like you can pretty much, become stronger without going above the Shinsu Link level cap. So they're going to implement this system by the end of this year. Regarding frequent crashes, overheating, and minor bugs, yes, please tell me they're going to optimize this game. Additional optimizations were made in the update on 11th. Honestly, I don't feel the optimization at all. Like nothing's changed. The game is still buggy. Sometimes when the game would log me out, I would be in the middle of a fight, and then once I log back in, the game would say, you were in the middle of a fight. Do you want to continue? And I click OK, and if for some reason it says we can't find your data, you can't continue. It's so frustrating. So hopefully, they fix that. But it says including improvements to automatically lower settings if the system specifications are insufficient in order to reduce game crashes as much as possible. Our development team is carefully monitoring issues regarding game crashes and overheating and will strive to optimize the game with each update. Additionally, issues such as the inability to view past records after the 900 floor in trials, the red dot not disappearing within the shop, and other bugs have been fixed within the update on the 11th. We're committed to enhancing the quality of changes and addressing reports with a focus on quick fixes to ensure a smoother gameplay experience. Like I said, I don't see anything different. Everything still remains the same. Maybe they fix some stuff, but there are still a lot of bugs. The bug that I just mentioned where like if you get booted out the game in the middle of a battle, your progress isn't saved. They will say that your progress is saved, but you click OK and they still boot you out, which is hella annoying. And then there's also another bug where if you're in a boss stage in adventure mode, let's say you're trying to use a character in a team, for some reason the game doesn't allow you to use that character. I don't know how to explain it, but let's say I'm trying to implement Blue Road in my team for round 2. I click Blue Road and I click start, but for some reason the battle doesn't start and it just has an error. They have to fix that. So there are still a lot of issues for them to fix, but one of my biggest pet peeves are the two things I just mentioned, and they just need to optimize this game and just make this game a lot smoother, because one of my biggest issues is the game crashing, overheating, and the bugs. Fix those problems and we're cooking. Our next thing we have is regarding the acquisition of various currencies. The need for various currencies can differ depending on the player's current stage in the game. In order to address this, we added additional festival series events for beginners and are continuously improving on loot rewards and additional growth currency acquisition. After the addition of the revolution system, we have included necessary currencies as rewards in major events. We have also diversified items in exchange shops and the workshop store, and moving forward we will continue to make additional improvements with each update and work on balancing the acquisition and consumption of currencies based on the feedback we receive and by analyzing their usage. Very good. Now, next thing we have is regarding expirable suspendium. Let's go. You guys know how I feel about this. Like, expirable suspendium, I just completely despise this system no matter what, because it's just it just completely removes the idea of you saving up for future upcoming characters, and removing this pretty much gives us the chance to save up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should always have that option to save up. Making it expirable, there's like no reason to do that, because you can still use it. You're still going to use the suspendium eventually. So I don't know. We're going to see what they say here. Let's go ahead and read this. It says the purpose of Expirable Suspendium was to provide more benefits to a larger number of players during the event period and to increase their usage options, helping with growth during an event. If event rewards are insufficient, participation motivation can decrease. In order to address this, we actively introduce Expirable Suspendium to balance overall spec upgrades by providing supply and encouraging growth through consumption with a designated period. However, since players may want to collect and invest in Suspendium, we have prioritized the use of Expirable Suspendium first and provided a way to check the amount of Expirable Suspendium in possession. We work on balancing the system further to ensure that players can reasonably obtain and use Expirable Suspendium without feeling forced to spend them. Thank you. You see, now, I agree with this. Like, if they want to implement Expirable Suspendium, then, like, there has to be a better way, because there's no way that you guys are going to use, this main summon currency, which is Suspendium, and limit us where we can only use it in a specific update. We have no option to save it up for future updates. Like, I understand that they want us to, make our account stronger, but at the end of the day, that's the player's choice. If a player wants to focus on summoning for characters, they should have the ability to do that. They should have the choice. They shouldn't feel forced to use Suspendium when they don't feel like it. Because some players, they play this game just to collect characters. Like, they play this game to collect their favorite characters because they're a fan of Tower of God. Some people don't even care about the meta. They don't even care about, having the strongest account. So, this part right here where they said, in order to address this, we actively introduce Expirable Suspendium to balance overall spec upgrades by providing supply and encouraging growth through consumption with the designated period. It's like, at the end of the day, it should still be our choice. Like, it's our choice, it's our account, and we should have the choice what to do in our own account. You guys don't have to force us to spend Suspendium on Origin Orb or spend it in, shops or whatever. Like, it's still our choice. So, me personally, it just shouldn't be in the game at all. It should not be in the game. It's just a terrible feature because you don't have it's just like, this whole feature is against the idea of having a choice. So they're saying that they're going to balance it in the future, but me personally, just take it out. Just take out the system, because even though it's expirable, it's all about the mindset. The only reason why they made it expirable is so that you're pretty much forcing yourself, hey, I have to use this before the update ends, so let me go ahead and use this in Origin Orb. It's a mindset thing. So they're pretty much saying that, everybody should focus on leveling up their accounts, but at the end of the day, bro, dude, it should be our choice. It should be our choice. You guys shouldn't sit here and force us to invest in, powering up our accounts when some players don't even want to do that. It's our choice. So they're going to fix it. They're going to try to balance it. I want to see, what they're going to do, how they're going to balance it. But, my final verdict on this is that they should still remove it no matter what, because it should be the player's choice as to what they want to do with Suspendium. So for conclusion, it says, wrapping up the Kun Family Fall Festival episode, which was selected as the second most memorable campaign during the survey that took place during the first anniversary, has returned. We sincerely thank you for the positive feedback on the illustrations and high interest in the costumes and story. There has been a lot of discussions about the performance of the newly introduced Quintessential and Reflejo. We look forward to seeing these new additions make a significant impact, and we appreciate your continued interest through the remaining campaign period. I mean, Quintessential, if I'm being honest, he is not that great. I mean, with max copies, he's solid, but with low copies, he's not feeling good. For Reflejo feels pretty decent, but Quintessential, yeah, I don't know. With max copies, he's good, but with low copies, he's very, very clunky. But it says right here, we are also preparing a developers live broadcast on September 23rd, through which we will provide more detailed information regarding areas that were not covered in this note. So I'm not going to read the rest, but that's pretty much developers note 14.5. So overall, I mean, the biggest thing about this was, TRAUMEREI and the non-stop summon event. and expirable suspendium. Like, in my opinion, those are like the top things. So for TRAUMEREI, they didn't go into too much details as of to, like as of to how many summon tickets they're going to give us for TRAUMEREI, and for nonstop summon, how much nonstop summon tickets they're going to give us. But the good news is that they said right here, if I come over here, if I can actually find it, it said right here, at the same time, we plan to allow the use of existing resources such as Suspendium or black market tickets in order to maintain accessibility. So there is a possibility that for TRAUMEREI, like, it's pretty obvious that we're going to use a Suspendium. That's obvious, but black market tickets, I was not expecting that. So is there going to be an option where you can use TRAUMEREI's summit ticket and you can use black market tickets? Because if that's the case, that's kind of crazy. So yeah, I mean, this is like the most, like, this is the biggest information we got for TRAUMEREI, is this right here. And then for the nonstop, they're pretty much showing us the missions right here. So we're pretty much going to get some nonstop summit tickets. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same exact thing for anniversary, but hopefully they give us a lot more, because the max for anniversary, they gave us like 900, and then they gave us like an additional bonus, like login events or whatever. So hopefully they do the same thing for the next update. But yeah, man, for expirable suspendium, that's just my take on it. Some people might disagree, which is totally fine, but me personally, it's just that at the end of the day, everybody should have a choice. Everybody should have, the opportunity to do what they want to do with their own account. If you want to have a very powerful account, then investing in Origin Orb, powering up, leveling up your account, Shinsu Link level, whatever. If you want to use your Suspendium for that, totally fine. But some players, they want to collect characters, they want to summon for characters, so they should have, the opportunity and the choice to save up for units that they want in the future. So the expirable Suspendium feature, in my opinion, it just gotta go, because at the end of the day, it's a game, and we should all have, the opportunity to choose what we want to do with our own summon currency, because it's our account. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Tell me what you guys think about this dev note. And yeah, that's pretty much dev note 14.5. Really good. Looking forward to this unit. He is coming in a couple days. Really excited. But hope you guys have a good one, and I'll be catch you guys soon. Peace.